Hey everyone, Abigail Reese speaking. I made a post earlier on my wall today regarding mindset and attitude. I'm only going to make this video pretty short. I think the post here is pretty self-explanatory. If you want to succeed, you must have the right attitude and mindset. And serious change happens with serious change in mindset. That's so true. When I first started in this industry, way back 25 years ago, I started with a British network marketing company that was only local in the UK here. But I'd never done this kind of thing online. Fast forward many years, different careers. I worked for local government. I worked in with dementia patients, and then I started selling on eBay. So that was really my journey into the online world of making money. I started drop shipping on eBay. But my attitude back then was one of thinking small term. Well, yeah, if I can just make enough to, a little bit extra, then that's great alongside my job. That was my attitude there. And as a result, that's all I had. And then I started to think, wow, you know what? I could replace my job income by just doing more on eBay, listing more, and as a result, that's what I had. And now, when it comes to this business and really learning so much along the way, when you change your attitude and your mindset and you think bigger, then your results are going to reflect that. And you can't expect to see change if you never do anything differently. See, I was doing things differently back then. I had no real skin in the game. I was putting in, the amount of effort I was putting in matched my attitude, it matched my mindset. And, I've got some notifications there. It matched my mindset. So those were the results that I got. And now I'm thinking so big. I've been in this long enough to see the results and to see that they match where you're at mentally. You have to, if you're not thinking big picture, if you're not thinking long-term big picture, and you're just thinking about, getting a little bit commission today, or maybe an extra 50 quid a month or $50 a month, whatever it is, then you're only going to put in a small amount of activity to achieve that result. But that's not life changing. Yeah, it can help out. Yeah, it can be a bit of extra money, but it's not life changing. In this industry, there are people earning literally hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. There are people earning more in a month than most people can earn in 5 years. The reason that is because they've learned how to do it. They've got a great setup, a great system. They're very experienced because they've done all the learning. You can't just skip those steps and suddenly know everything in day one. Like, you go to college or university, it takes years to learn a trade. It takes years to become qualified in a career. And this really is the same thing, except the difference with this is you can condense it down a lot more than you can with a traditional college course or something. But yet at the same time, the results online are so much bigger. And the reason they're so much bigger is because you literally have the entire world at your fingertips. And if you learn how to market yourself and your business correctly, and you learn how to drive traffic to your page, then it's really just a numbers game at that point. It's just really go through massive numbers. When I was with a British MLM many years ago, the way we created income from that was initially, without any kind of team, was to post catalogs through letterboxes, what we'd call a blanket drop. We would put them through every house on the street until we run out of catalogs, because we were trying to find out, well, who might order, who doesn't want the catalog, who throws the catalog away, who comes straight back out and hands it back to you. And then some people look through it but don't order anything, and then other people buy, and then out of those that buy, you start and get some that are regular customers, and they're loyal, they stick with you for a long time. And that's how that worked. And then showing other people how to do the same. We were doing all the old school methods of growing a team back then. But the point is, it was very, very different back then. But we were doing okay at the time, but our mindset at the time was just getting a bit of extra money a week, just an extra 50 quid a week to subsidize the bills or something. We were thinking in terms of paying the bills. we were not thinking in terms of, you know, a much different life, you know, a beautiful house, a beautiful car, travel, time, freedom, everything that comes from great wealth, being able to help your family and loved ones and make a difference in their lives as well. You know, we were not thinking the bigger picture in that respect. And on the internet, we have the whole globe at our fingertips. Back then, we only really had our local town and our country when it came to you know, growing a team. But it was mainly concentrated to our local area, because in growing a team, we were doing house meetings, we were doing presentation videos and house meetings. So really, for our convenience and for theirs, it had to be fairly local. So even with a tiny little town, and even with a very limited scope and limited experience, because we'd never done anything like that before at that time, we had to learn how to present the opportunity. We had to learn to get good at doing that, because when we sucked at doing that, we didn't get any results at all. So we had to change our mindset, rather than think, oh, well, the opportunity doesn't work because we're not getting results. Well, not true. The opportunity did work because other people were getting results. It was that we had not developed with the right mindset enough to see the bigger picture and realize we needed to get good at certain skills in order to succeed. We would have you know, team conferences up country, and you know, we'd have to drive like 200 miles up to Birmingham to attend them, and we'd have like smaller little group get-togethers once a week or once a month, and that was our training basically. We didn't have the internet like we have now. Whereas now, I mean, on the internet, in our system that's only $10 to start, we train and teach every step, even if you've never done anything like this before, and you can learn. And once you start making money in it, then your belief in it goes up exponentially. And then as your belief goes in it, you then do more, you then push yourself further, you start and develop different skills, you start and get to a point where you want to step out your comfort zone, and therefore your attitude has changed and evolved. But if you just have that very small town or small income mentality and attitude, then that's what you're going to get from it. You've got to think big. You know, all the people you see successful, they're all thinking big. Not one of them are thinking, oh, what, but it's $10 to start, you know, oh, for $10 you get a wealth of information and knowledge and training and help and support and tools and the community spirit and friendships and all the rest of it. And that's just at that level. So just maybe something to think about, that you got to have a different attitude no matter what business you're in. If you want to get to the high end, you've got to think high end. That's really all I want to say. I'm going to wrap this video up with that. And have a great night, day, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, whatever day that you watch this. And feel free to check out some of our other videos. We've done quite a lot now. We keep adding to them every day. And if you like our videos, then subscribe. And yeah, bye for now. Have a great one.